This that new. It's that new swag. It's that new swag. It's that new spaz. I say, new water, new ice, new neck piece. Police in the back, they gotta catch me. Only met me one time, she wanna sex me. New life, new bitty, and she sexy. New water, new ice, new neck piece. If the police pulling up, they gotta get me. Only after could I touch her and she let me. New bitty, new bag, new VV. I'm the nigga with the bag and I ain't trap me. I apply a little pressure, ain't match. I can fly it in the mountains like a Latin. I could never fall in love, I learned my lesson. Grandmother still alive, so it's a blessing. If my niggas down bad, I'ma catch 'em. 15 to 1500, who want pressure? 15 to 1500, who want pressure? Fatality, my nigga on the beat. Get rich and throw my niggas on the beat. Street cred and I'm good on IG. Touchdown, all these niggas hate me. Niggas mad cause that girlfriend's like me. Off day and I'm Hugo Boss sing. Well known, you can Google my name. Same click, 100 bands I won't change.
Yes. We back in the building with another podcast, and this is RAWDOPE Podcast, and I'm your host, Hand 5000. And this is one of those exclusive joints. You know what I'm saying? It's like if Javante Davis, you know what I mean, standing at the weigh-in with Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? This is like, we got one of the pioneers of Baltimore City content, you know, a guy that started off, you know, early on in the business and famous, notice for one of the hottest things to happen in Baltimore, the No Ghostwriter, where good God Almighty, the talent of the artist, man, and then you know he set a tone in the city, and then he did like a what's my man name that wanted to buy the boats and go back to Africa. That was my man.
Sincere.
No, the one who wanted.
Going to Africa.
No,
This is not Baltimore.
no, my man. Marcus Garvey.
Okay.
Marcus Garvey. So I look at it, the brother, he went down south, man, and then he just been banging off the meter. But it's a West Baltimore guy, man. He helped a lot of artists. You know what I'm saying? Their visions, like, it's just like two Mack trucks colliding, bro. The man put on for the city. The man putting on globally now, man. I'm proud to have him in the building, man. We got it done. It took a few years, but we got it done. I got Jayhill in the goddamn building, man. What's happening?
What's popping, man? You know the vibes. What's good, dog?
Man, I'm cool, man. We got some little simple shit in here, man. Some cardinal rules on the podcast. They simple. You know, no fuck shit, no fake shit, no foolishness. Anything you say can and will be used against you on the internet. So what we want to do is I don't know if this like a cross-examination, like a vice versa interview. Because you're an interviewer. It's like, it's different interview than interview. But just for our audience, you know what I mean, that be tapping in with us, just tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit of your upbringing and where you come from.
Man, shit. Jayhill, you know, known on the internet as Mr. Jayhill. I'm from the projects, McCullough Homes Projects, right here in Baltimore. I mean, I don't even know where to start when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done been to like 7 different elementary schools. Like,
Yeah, you gotta let them know. What school you went to?
Shit, I went to 125 Firmino Templeton. I went to 250 over East, right there by Preston Street. Shit, I went to Northwood. I went to it's up the street from 250. It's fucking I don't even Road, bro. I don't even know the name. I just know the number. I got put out so many times.
Me too.
Shit. Fuck, bro. I done been to so many elementary schools, bro.
What middle school you went to?
I went to Green Spring.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
you
Park Heights. Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Green Spring too.
Yeah.
I got put out though. Like school started in September. I was walking out in handcuffs like the middle before Halloween. Halloween.
Shit.
I was in handcuffs and put out of all Baltimore City public school. When I went to Green Spring, it was kind of rough. Well, you was down there with Bonley or the other lady.
Bro, it's funny, bro. I don't really remember.
Y'all was having the brown pants on though, right?
Yeah. We had khakis on. Yeah. But I think you're a little older than me.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying the brown.
We was there when Kip was there. I don't know if
Kip
was there.
Kip wasn't there when dudes had guns and was sniffing dope.
Yeah, we was there.
When we was there.
Green
Spring was rough.
I can't say it was rough. It wasn't.
Yeah, I'm just talking about it changed because they changed the dynamics of the school. What high school you went to?
I went to Northwestern. Well, I went to Patterson first, and then I went to Northwestern.
Oh man, you went to high school, dog. You went to a lot of schools in the 1-5, so it's safe to say that you got a lot of ties in the 1-5. The Park Heights area, because you went to Green Spring and Northwestern.
Yeah, I can say that, but I wouldn't say that because I'm from Baltimore. So like,
Yeah.
But I fuck with niggas in Park Heights though.
But to go to middle school and high school in that community, gotta be a few of your close friends from the Heights.
Yeah. My family, like my brothers from the Heights, like Kwame, my little brother Justin, like they from the Heights for real.
What Kwame?
Not Quality.
Oh, not Quality.
Not Quality. You probably wouldn't know Kwame. Kwame 4. He from Park Heights. I forgot what it's.
I mean, we probably know him all.
It's over there by Wiley. Is in the back. I forgot.
Jenks.
Nah,
it don't even matter.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Cool. Yeah. And you went to college, Morgan?
Yeah, I went to like 3 different colleges too. All this for fighting, bro. I got kicked out. I couldn't get out of trouble. I couldn't stay. I went to McDaniel College. I was fighting, so I got suspended.
What you was fighting for?
Bro, I just always have a lot on my mind. I ain't know how to control myself. No. I never started. That was never me. I ain't know how to control my emotions.
It's just when somebody say something,
yeah, you know how we came up? We came up like not being a bitch, right? Mm-hmm. Like, but I ain't really understand what that meant until I became a grown up. You feel me? Like I thought like it was not let nobody say anything to me. Like that's the total opposite of what that mean for real. Like it just like I just was. Bro,
just your lack of emotional intelligence. That's
just what it was. Yeah, I was just young. It just I was trying. I can't say I was trying to prove anything. It's just nobody was going to say anything to me. And then you got to understand when I was younger, I used to get beat up a lot. Like I used to get, like in the projects, I used to get beat up a lot. I used to get jumped a lot. Like I got.
That's how it was with me because I was the oldest child and I always went to schools without my homeboys.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like I was going to Dr. King and when I went to Green Spring, I missed it. I was in front of everybody a year, so I never could get in school with my crew. So I was always having, especially going to Green Spring back then. I was from Ricetown, Virginia. You get what I'm saying? Up in that area. And Green Spring was down bottom. Yep. So it was so many different hoods that went to Green Spring that was down there. We was like outnumbered. Like I think our middle school, Green Spring was the middle school, Pimlico. So we was more in Pimlico. And then when I got to Pimlico, dudes was at Green Spring.
That's another elementary school I went to, up the street from Green Spring.
Yeah.
No, up the street.
Pimlico Elementary?
Nah, it wasn't Pimlico, the one that was up the street when you walk up that big ass hill.
Edgecombe.
Damn, I went there too.
Yeah,
I went there too. Damn, that's crazy.
Edgecombe. So I know you got a lot of homies up the Heights. Listen, if you're looking for that pot work and you're looking for the best food in West Baltimore, come 3605 West Roger Avenue. Tequila's jumping out the pot. It's that pot work. So when did you discover that you wanted to do like the journalism thing?
Shit, when I went to Morgan, I gave up the football shit, and
that's right. You played Pop Warner coming out, right?
Yeah, I played college ball too.
And then you got a scholarship to go play?
Well, I can't really say that because Division III you don't get scholarships. But what happened was I got recruited from the football team, but they told me about a scholarship, like academic scholarship. I actually got it. It was like one of 2 people in Baltimore that got them. Mm-hmm. So I got it, and then I played at McDaniel. I transferred to Morgan because I wanted to become like in my fraternity and shit. Mm-hmm. So I went to Morgan. I walked on. I was doing good. Then I just wanted to pledge. I played corner. So I wanted to pledge, and then like after that, I wanted to start hosting.
Mm-hmm. I ain't getting fraternity you try to pledge for, or you?
Oh no, I'm a Q, Omega Psi Phi.
Oh, so you like your tongue out like a dog?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so
I used to do that shit. Yeah, a bark for sure.
Okay.
So like, for sure. Yeah.
Just fraternity ain't no different from the Bloods.
No, I know some Qs. It is the same. To me, I feel it's the same thing.
You goddamn right. You got to get jumped in to be a part of. I mean, you're going to do some things to be a part of. That's
true.
But,
I mean, it's true.
But it got some pros and cons.
But yeah, so like after when I was hosting, shout out to Inkwell. Inkwell, one of the promoters here, he was like, yo, you should Raven Paris was doing a what is it called? Audition for her show. She had Love the Culture Radio. So she was doing it already. So she had an audition to have co-host. So Inkwell hit me like, yo, you should audition for this. I'm like, man, I don't want to do no fucking radio. I never wanted to do radio. Never gave a fuck about nobody else's story. I always thought my shit was lit. Interview me, right? And then I tried it, and then from day one, it was just like, I'm in there.
So you basically won the audition.
Yeah, I don't know how many people in fairness, I don't know how many people auditioned, but I think I was pretty good. Anytime I put my mind to something, I was pretty good.
So the question is this: you said you never wanted to be on radio, but when you started to hear other people's stories and ask them questions, what did it spark in you to make you to keep going forward?
That was something more recently, to be honest. Like, well, a couple years.
Okay.
But what sparked me to keep going forward, I already started. Like, anytime I'm starting something, like I came in off the rip, like Raven and TK, they hated me. Like, not for real, but for real. Like, they hated me because I came in off the, like,
Tell the truth.
106 in Park. I think they was just I said Breakfast Club was like just getting started not too long ago. And I'm like, bro, this could be us. You know what I'm saying? Like, they cool. I always looked at niggas like, fuck them niggas, that's us.
We could do that.
Yeah, like not on no disrespectful shit, but that's how I get
we can do
motivated.
that.
Fact. So I was
Baltimore
like,
people.
I like that.
Pretty
yeah, so I was looking at them like, man, they cool. You feel me? But what's so different from us? So it wasn't really about the other people's stories. It was just like, I'm in this position and I'm gonna own it for real. So I came and I like kind of changed everything around. Mind you, she was doing radio before me. Right, so I'm like, nah, we can't do it like this. We gotta do it like this. And you know, I'm kind of like a little bit overbearing in my approach sometimes. So like that shit was annoying. But like I really came in like, nah, you can act like we should do this. We gotta do it like this. Nah, we gotta do it like this. We gotta run the boards. We got this how they do it at the professionals. We gotta do it just like that. And like from day one, it always was like that. And then I think that's when like I seen like DTLR radio, like they had radio and shit. And I'm like, man, that's the next step up. So like shit.
So would you consider yourself a forward thinker?
Damn, explain that.
So when I say forward thinking, you think for the future, right? Not just for survival.
For sure, yeah,
You know,
hell yeah.
most of us here from Baltimore, we definitely in survival mode, so we can't think about what tomorrow, the next 24 hours,
That's the type of
especially
person
from
I am.
current.
You
feel
hit
me?
that on the money because I don't.
That's what I need to know.
I be telling people all the time, I'm not a person. I don't even really care what just happened before I got here. I really don't, bro. Like I'm 10 years ahead. I'm thinking about.
Sure.
I don't know. That's just how my mind already work. I guess because I like the Star Wars and shit like that. And
No, because he
the
said he
Jetsons.
came straight in. He went in there like, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that.
no, that's the way I
Bye,
came
bye,
in.
bye.
That's the way me and Kenny
Oh,
came
I
in. the
already
game.
know.
That's when we came in.
If don't nobody know,
You
they
know what I'm
gonna
saying?
find out.
Yeah, like that's the way we came.
But that's what separates us, I think. You feel me? Like separates us, like people like us, because think about it, you've been doing this for a long time.
right.
You get what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that people don't understand. Like there's a lot of things that you gotta go through this shit, right?
That's a fact.
It's some shit that it's some videos you done posted and ain't get the numbers you wanted on a daily basis, right? They don't see that shit, and you still consistently work through it.
Yeah.
It takes a different. You almost got to be insane to believe in yourself nowadays. Think about it. The shit
Not
you go through.
insane.
You gotta be big.
No.
You gotta be kind of
but
retarded.
insanity
No.
means so that
Yeah.
it's kind of right.
I don't agree.
You come through this shit. So you come through this shit every day, no matter how many views you get, no matter who come, no matter who show up. You come and you do that shit because you believe in you.
And I'm gonna tell you why. I
That
get
don't make you
mentality.
insane.
It make you kind of crazy, man.
No, it don't. It make you a
Insanity
god. It make you know
is-
your power. It make you know what you gonna do and what
That's
you
a fact
putting
too.
out.
Yeah.
I think
That's
two
what
can
it is.
coexist. They can
I
coexist.
think,
Nah, I
I think
wouldn't
my
do
shit
that.
came from like, growing up in the city and just hustling at a young age. You know what I'm saying? I remember telling my big homie I was like 17 and he had a 1999. I don't remember the year, but it was between a 96 and a 99 LS 400. So I'm bopping up the street. I said, how much that car cost? He like, shorty, this was 40,000. I was thinking back then I had to save $3,000 up from my pack money, and I was like, shit, that's only $1,000 40 times. So that was always my mentality. If anybody had something, I should be like, man, that's $1,000 40 times. Because you ain't say shit costs $1 million. That's a lot of thousand. You said I need to save $1,000 40 times
Fact.
to get this Lexus that everybody love. That shit easy. So it looked like it with this. When me and Kenny just even signed up for this, we just knew the first 5 years. You know what I'm saying? We just like, bro, it might not shake. If it do shake, it do shake. But you
That's
understand
smart.
the hustle and the grind, because when you look up different business people, and I did a lot of time in prison. So I remember one time in prison, I got a certificate of reading 1,000 books. So I read a lot of weird shit, urban novels, but a lot of shit, people don't know that about me. So I read something like, I learned two things from reading. A lot of people hit their peak and get rich
And they
at an older age. People hit strike gold at a younger age, but they usually take a 10. They usually go down and then bounce back up, because when you get a certain amount of money at a certain age, your feelings involved, meaning that if I became a millionaire at 23, I cared about what all my homeboys think. Automatically, I care. Yo, my mother need a house and you ain't do this shit. And then everybody mad at me. I'm the rich one. I would feel like I'm a dollar guy because niggas saying I ain't keeping it real. So that's how MC Hammer, that's how a lot of dudes fucked up their money because it ain't that you fucking it up. You just care about everybody got an excuse for something.
Exactly.
And you get that shit when you older, you understand, hey boy.
But when you older, you what I learned, right? What I'm learning is like a lot of times it come with experience, right?
Yeah.
Like she was saying, like, you know, a lot of people in Baltimore, they live for the day because they ain't really experienced to be able to live for tomorrow. Think about it. When bro, all of us, it ain't just.
I think everybody in this
when you
You get what I'm saying? Like, it ain't just Baltimore. That's not like, that's us. You feel me? Like, that's where we come from.
We can survive.
You get what I'm saying?
That's one thing we can do.
So it's like, you know, like, man, I can't even think about it, bro. I just started to understand this. It's so easy to think about healthcare. They say health is wealth, right? It's so easy to think about that when you got some paper.
Sure.
We ain't got no motherfucking money. You trying to survive.
Sure.
I don't
Can't
give a
even
fuck
afford
about
the
no health
healthy
insurance.
food.
Yeah.
What the fuck you talking about? Vegan? Nigga, I'm trying to survive. I'm trying to eat. I'm just saying you gotta experience it. You feel me? So like when I started experiencing shit, that's when I'm like, okay, I can afford to go to the gym. Right?
Okay.
It ain't even about the gym cost. It's the fact that I don't have to worry about how I'm gonna pay my bills tomorrow, so I can go to the gym.
Right.
That's a fact.
You get what I'm saying? But when you struggling, I'm not giving back. What the fuck is giving back? I don't even understand that.
Exactly.
That's true.
Because I need some help.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like we came up on like canned milk, like in real life though. Like not like
Don't play with that
I
milk.
can't make this up.
That
Like we
instant
came,
milk.
Carnation milk.
Carnation.
Come on, you feel me? Like
Put that in your mac and cheese for people.
man, come on. We came up with the powder shit too. You had to mix it with the water.
Yeah.
I'm not making this up. You feel me? So I say that to say like, yeah, like we could say Baltimore all the time. It is. But it's because a lot of times we don't have the resources to really get to
That's
the bag.
a fact.
Yeah.
We don't even understand what it means. And then a lot of niggas, to be honest, because it's like that, is a trickle down effect. So now that I moved out the city, I learned how to get a city grace. Think about it. They say our city is crabs in a barrel type city, right?
Okay.
That is true. But let's look at why. Let's think bigger than that, right? It's because we all struggling. So when one nigga come up,
I say that all the time.
it's like, think about it, man.
Yeah.
Now I look good. I want to be the big dog. How I'm a share with a nigga, right? With something I barely got. It's hard to do that. So now I'm outside the city. I understand because in Atlanta, everybody share gyms, but because everybody's getting to it.
Exactly.
And Baltimore is not like that. So it's like the nigga that do get the money, he like, nah, I'm that big dog now.
So how about we say it's not crab in the barrel?
Yeah.
I want to say one thing before
Go
you
ahead.
get to a legend.
Go ahead.
I would say that I hate that saying, and my granddaddy told me this a long time ago. He said, man, they always saying that shit about crabs in the barrel. But if you think about it, on nature, crabs don't belong in the barrel.
Facts.
That's why they trying to get out.
Listen, though, if you put all of us in a barrel, a tight situation, and we sweating bullets, and like you just said, it ain't no disrespect, homie, but I'm trying to get up out of here. It's hot. So like you said, I'm not trying to do nothing. I got to get out this barrel. So if you put people in the barrel where they ain't supposed to be, man, I can't knock the man because he's stepping on me to get up there because I got to step on you to get up there because we not supposed to be in here and there's only one way up.
But we don't have to though. Think about it. But we don't see that. We don't know that. Think about it. So if we was in a barrel, because we know better now, I could be like, yo, Han, listen, bro. You might be a little stronger than me, right? If you help me get up, I can go get a couple people and we can pull you up together, right? But when you ain't see that, you ain't trying to hear that.
But
You
that
don't know
also
no better.
But that also comes with trust, right? So my whole thing is from here, from Baltimore, being born and raised, the fact is you got to show me. Y'all know from this city, we will support you once we see that you can deliver on what you already
Yeah, for sure.
So my thing is this: when you leave and you go, what do you do for when you come back to let other people know, like, yeah, yo, I did have to leave to get a different vision. I had to learn because there's nothing wrong with traveling. There's nothing wrong with moving somewhere else and experiencing other cultures. I think we all should do that if we get that opportunity. However, how do we shape the mind of young people? How do we shape the mind of your homeboys, your family, whoever it is, to let them know we ain't gotta pull each other down. I can support you, Jay. You feel me? You doing this, I got you. But as long as you keep your word, because all you got is a man, I'm saying is your word and your
Talk to
balls.
him.
That's all I'm saying.
That's a fact.
And as a woman,
About the
you gotta
barrel,
show
may
and
not
prove.
come back.
So, you know what's crazy?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm so glad you said that. Damn, man, not to get up here and name drop, but we talking Baltimore, right?
No,
You know,
ain't nothing stepped on the head.
you know who have this problem a lot, and I feel bad because I haven't experienced this. Los. Think about it. You know why I say that? It's so many people in the city who say Los don't do nothing for the city. You niggas is crazy.
You'll hear it, but niggas don't know.
Niggas, but I say that because they don't know no better.
Don't even know.
Yeah, you don't know what he's doing,
bro.
But I said it because I know Los person. He's a childhood friend of mine. Our grandmothers live in the back of each other.
Bro,
but I said it from a personal standpoint. But after over the years, I'm gonna say this not to cut you off and let you get back to it. I went to one of Los shows. It was Machine Gun Kelly and the other kid that was hot back then that had the name Kid something. And I was 30 minutes late and I missed Los. I didn't understand. I didn't understand the headline of the main artist. I ain't understand that. And he was like, nah, yo, you ain't make my show. I'm like, shit, I ain't see you when you go on. And it was over. So when you don't, like you said, Jay, when you don't understand shit, you think, because we all
speak out of turn.
Crabs in the barrel. So when you see one of the crabs get out, you saying, yo, like you just said,
why you ain't helping me?
Why you ain't helping me? Because we don't know what goes on.
But you don't understand.
Yeah,
he helping niggas by even showing love for the city. But outside of that, right, I'm gonna get selfish. I think I was in LA like once or twice. I never knew Los personally. Never. I don't even know. I think somebody gave him my number, or I came to his crib. I went to sleep in his crib. His doors was open. If that ain't showing love for you, and bro, everybody that I know who went to LA from Baltimore, doors was open. So if that ain't giving back to the city, I don't know what is. But what happens is if you ain't experienced that from Los, the first thing you saying is he ain't giving back. Outside of that, let's take away from the selfishness, right? Now let's just think logically, right? Bro, he's with Diddy. He writes for Diddy. He's the one behind the pen, right? Right. When we had the Baltimore what's the shit? What's the name step? The recent one. The Strut, right?
He took Bucky. Yeah, he took Bucky.
He took Bucky and he taught Diddy to dance. Right? If that ain't putting on for Baltimore, I don't know what is. But what happened is you gotta understand, this is what I had to learn. We gotta learn that, like, niggas in our position, they gotta learn that everybody ain't gonna get it. Because everybody ain't get it coming up. But
everybody don't deserve it.
And at that point, you gotta be so okay with yourself. It's like, you know what? Let them talk.
But I don't think it's so much of everybody deserving, Kenny, because you know I got rough.
Everybody don't deserve.
It's not so much deserve. It depends on where you
got to be working. A nigga got to see you working to actually want to extend their hand.
I mean, that's true though.
I'm tired of niggas coming around and ain't working.
No, let me.
My man take niggas coming around, niggas riding waves on whole shit. I'm tired of that.
It's not the fact that everybody.
You can have that 500 for this interview. You can holler back.
I get what you're saying, but it's not the fact that people don't deserve certain things. Sometimes you have to spark the minds of others to change their reality so that they can see it. But if you've always been, let me look out for my homeboy, like you said, we stuck in his mind frame.
When I was a kid, I did.
But you got people that's not a kid still think like that.
Yeah, that's it.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm gonna be funky with you. I ain't got time to listen. If my work ain't inspiring you, I ain't got time to be trying to inspire you. I got friends that's still struggling. I got family members that's still struggling. I got niggas, like, listen, if you ain't if we ain't close in proximity, like me and my man Phil, my man Darwin, like if we together, you know what I'm saying? If we together and then I see something ain't moving right or something like that, then I'm like, yo, bro, you should do it like this, right? And if they listen, they listen. If not, but they're my friends. They deserve that from me. A random nigga, like, listen, my job, in my opinion, is to lead by example, right? Be the example so people can catch on. But if you don't catch on, then it ain't much I can do. And I had to learn that's okay.
But sometimes you have to put yourself in those positions for other people to catch on.
Like what?
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink.
Sometimes, I'm trying to tell you, you hear different people.
You get that horse some salt, that motherfucker a drink, but.
That's fact. But
some old nigga shit.
What I'm saying is, yes, we are in the age of AI. We are in this age of social media and all that, and that's cool. But sometimes you have to go to other places who may not even heard of you. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes you can spark that mind and be like, yeah, let me let you know, like, I was in your position. I was
for sure
all the time.
100%.
I was feeling this type of thing.
You wouldn't, no.
And that's just that. And other than that, then okay. But everybody ain't gonna get it. But those who are chose for the call ain't gonna hear it. So
yeah, I ain't mad at that. Yeah, for sure. No, 100%. You 100% right.
The first time, I'm real shit. I'm gonna take you back for a throwback because we've been there. So you don't even remember the first time that I had like a half an interview with you.
When?
You don't remember
we was on live?
No, we wasn't on live.
Like
I'm trying to pull it up.
Zoom type joint.
No, we wasn't on the Zoom.
That's what I thought.
A Boogie Stokey brought A Boogie to Shoe City, and I had to stand up, Mike, and I was right there.
Bro, I don't even remember when he brought A Boogie to Shoe City. That's crazy.
No, I'm talking about Stokey did.
That's what I'm saying.
We all was there.
That's one that
It was up security.
It was up security, yeah.
Damn. Was I just signing on the security?
Right here. It's this day right here.
Was I just signing on the
No, I don't
Shoe
know
City?
what you was doing. I know you was there. Everybody was there. I'm looking for the joint right there. If you got something to ask him, legend.
It might have been when I was.
I gotta show you this throwback because
It might have been right before I was about to sign to Shoe City. I might have been like just leaving like DTLR or some shit like that.
I know they posted it on the page. I'm gonna find it, but I was
why
like,
did
that.
you leave them?
What, DTLR? Mm-hmm. I mean, I wouldn't say I left them. I mean, they just fired me. Like
Why they fire you?
fighting shit. Just still on some dumb shit.
What dumb shit like what?
Fighting.
Like what? What sparked it?
Fan?
No. I wasn't fighting Fathom. So.
I mean, come on, we talking about the one we.
Oh no, bro.
don't want
I
you
tell
to
this
say
story. I
nothing
listen.
crazy,
Nah,
but I
you
wanna know,
good.
like,
I'll tell my story. I don't give a
What you
fuck.
fight for?
Nah, so I was hosting in DC.
Okay.
And I remember this like it was nothing. And me and the guy, I ain't gonna say his name, but we cool to this day. Shout out to him, man. That was some stand up shit to
Shout out, guy.
yeah, to like we was able to like forgive each other like men. I think that was dope. But anyway, so I can reflect on it without like talking about nobody.
Mm-hmm.
So I was hosting in DC.
And it definitely be harder for the guy
That's
who lost the fight
I don't
to
know what that
reconcile,
was,
you know?
man.
That's crazy.
That was
So if you
2020.
thought it was dope, you won that fight. That's
That was
all I'm saying.
2020.
That ain't-
But if you took that ass whooping, you'd be like, man, he cool, but fuck that nigga.
Nah,
No, it wasn't even no ass woman. It wasn't nothing like that. Like it wasn't. I'll be real.
It was
So-
pop, pop, pop.
No, it was so.
Y'all was slap boxing. Okay, you got it.
So we in DC, right? No cap. So we in DC, and I think I was there like the time before, and like because they didn't know me, the DC niggas, right, at this time, they would like always try to like play with me sideways. I ain't gonna lie to you, right? It's some real shit. And like I'll never forget, like I'm hosting and a nigga asked to see the mic or some shit like that, and I'm like, bro, I got booked for this. Like, give me a second. You feel me? Whatever. So it was cool. So I think the next time, the nigga was like, let me see the mic. But like when you hosting, first of all, I'm working, bro. Like I got booked. Like I ain't like some nigga that just got on the mic, right? So the nigga he hosts at Ozio's, I'll never forget it. And he like, yo, let me see the mic. So the DJ knows me from school. The DJ knows me. So this is partially why I got in my feelings, because he know me. These other niggas don't know me. So like the nigga asked for the mic, and I'm like, bro, give me a second, bro. So he get on the mic and he says some like some shit to hype the crowd out. I'll never forget it. Nigga got dreads. I don't know his name, but if you from DC, you know who I'm talking about. So, and I could tell my story. I don't give a fuck. So he says like some basic shit to hype the crowd out, crowd up. Like if you got a college degree, some shit that we know as hosts, right? Mm-hmm. So I guess he must ain't think I was good, and that's fair. He probably ain't think I was good, so he try to like let me hold the mic, do his
Get
thing.
it live.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked him. I say, yo, if you was working, bro, and I asked you for the mic, how would you even feel about that? He like, I'm not giving you the mic if I'm hosting. I'm like, why the fuck would you ask me?
Yeah, I think that would've-
No, but not even that. So that's so me and him going back and forth, and the DJ, the nigga that know me, I forgot what was said, but we exchanged some words, and I'm like, bro, he said like, yo, chill. So I'm like, bro. And I got mad because like, bro, you know I'm not just on some bullshit. Like that's like, mind you, I got this history of fighting, but it's always like it's my fault. I'm like, bro, you know I ain't on some bullshit. I'm thinking like you should take up for me type shit. Like I'm out here by myself. He from New York. He not even, but he my mans though. Like he my mans. So he ain't take up for me. So I was in my feelings. So I think we exchanged words now. Now went from like him to him, and he taller than me. He put his cup down, and when he put his cup down.
You went up top.
Yeah, so because like I'm like, you feel me? Like
no, that's a fight motion. You ready to do something to me?
That's what I thought.
I don't know.
No, you about to do something. Why
Yeah,
you put
cut down. I'm defending
you right?
myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so word got back to Shoe City because he worked in Shoe City corporate. Like I was radio, but a lot of people don't know when you do radio, we're really contracted. So we're not corporate. So word got back, you feel me, that we was fighting, and they like, bro, we gonna suspend you. And this is what I don't fuck with. You feel me? I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. He like, we gonna suspend you for like 6 months or some shit like that.
The fuck? That ain't
Alright,
suspension.
cool. Yeah.
You put me on a shelf.
Yeah, but he like 6 months, but he like, bro, we gonna bring you back. but they never brought me back. So that's why I got this shit. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I got this shit on my.
Way of laying,
that's
you out
cap,
of
though. You could just tell me I'm fired, bro. Just tell me I'm fired.
Sucker way of fired.
But what happened was like at that point you gotta understand what's going on. And at this moment, freestyles is out through this roof, right? At this moment, the freestyles. I'm talking to. I can't make this up. I'm talking to. I think the guy's name is Rashawn, right? You gotta understand. I think Keenan had just like quit or left the what is this shit called? The ambassador shit, the city ambassador shit, like the region ambassador. He just left, right? I think Tierra might have been thinking this is before she even went in. Niggas is talking about having me to be the ambassador, having them wrap a truck and everything with no ghostwriter, right? I gets in a fight, I get suspended. So he say 6 months. So I'm like, you know what? I did that. I'm a man. I gotta live with that. You feel me? Dude ain't swing on me. So even though we all understand the language, he ain't swing on me. So I can't assume. I'm a man. I gotta take my L's. I gotta take responsibility for my action. He didn't swing on me. And like I said, we was friends. He could have just been trying to talk to me, calm me down. He could have been. I gotta take that. So niggas say 6 months. So I'm thinking it's 6 months. You gotta understand where I'm at, bro. My heart is on 6 months. Like I love DT. That shit still hurt to this day. Like I'm like 6 months, cool. I'ma come back. You get what I'm saying? So like when I'm trying to reach back out and they was like stiff on me, it's like, damn, bro, you could have just told me from the rip. It's a dub. You feel me? Like having me stringing along like I'm a kid. Like I ain't fuck with that.
So I have a question. Do you catch yourself doing that now to people? Given
What?
like what you've been able to accomplish, do you catch yourself stiff-arming people or just saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to holler at you. Maybe I'm going to work with you. Maybe I'm not. You know, what's that saying? What Hollywood saying or something?
Being
Not saying
Hollywood.
that you are. But what I'm just asking, do you feel like you ever had to do that to somebody or are you currently doing that?
So it's two ways to this. Yeah, of course I do that because I talk to a lot of people, right? But at the same time, I'm a man of my word.
No.
So it's like, it's yes and no. Cause like I'll see somebody, I'll be like, yo, they want to get on the show. Everybody want to get on the show. So depending on who I see, I'll be like, yeah, or I'll be like, just hit me up, right? But if I tell you, yeah, you gonna be on the show. You know what I'm saying? Like I might not post it as quickly or get to you as quickly, but I'm a man of my word. So let's say, I don't know, I had it multiple times. I just interviewed somebody, I ain't gonna say their name. And like, he wasn't like the most popular, but I remember like 6 months ago, you guys said my platform is growing by the fucking day, right? So 6 months ago, I told this man.
Round of applause for that.
No, I appreciate it.
Round of applause for that. Round of applause for that.
So 6 months ago is different from now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, we can do the interview. I done had so many interviews now, but he came and I'm like, I gave my word, so let's do it. You feel me? So like, it's like, yeah, no, like kinda, but.
So my question is this, do you go by popularity or do you go by substance or a little bit of both?
Both for sure.
Okay.
The popularity is that's the work. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like this
So
is what.
explain that for some people. So you sitting in the room with journalists, you sitting here with fellow podcasters.
For sure.
We sitting up here, we going through different people. Who should you be targeting? Why should it be a mixture of both? And why do you stand on those principles?
Oh, target. So want me to give y'all a game for real?
Hey, you talking, ain't you?
Contrary to belief, or contrary to what I'm doing, I say target. You said it's a mixture of both. What was the other one?
So the one with
Popularity.
principles and popularity. Yes.
Principles and popularity. I say substance. Target substance.
Okay.
And it might be harder, but I say target substance because think about it like this. If you do, y'all got like over 200 some episodes now. Y'all probably had like almost
Stuff.
3.
Damn near
Yes, he
250.
does.
Yeah, 250, about 250, right? Think about it like this. When you pop, you gonna pop for you. Right? For sure. You gonna pop for you, nobody else. I say substance because I feel like now where I'm at right now, I feel like I kind of put myself in a box. Because everybody that look at me, they probably like, man, who we gonna get next? Who we gonna get next? Now it's like I'm limited to my guests.
Now you gotta get.
You get what I'm
this
saying? It's like
person that they want to see.
yeah, you feel me? I put myself in a box, but if you continue to get substance, I can get, because that was my goal. I kind of got lost in it because I'm like, let me get the audience. So let me get the biggest people. And sometimes the biggest people don't have no
Nothing to
substance.
talk about. So I want to say something to you that you may not remember. So we were on a Discord one day. That little Discord thing. What's his name that did the supplier.
Oh,
So
JS1.
yeah.
My God, yeah.
So you were talking about this before, and me and you had some words on the thing. It wasn't disrespectful or nothing of those nature, but you said this same thing.
Yeah.
So that's how I know you really telling the truth.
Yeah, for
because
sure.
you said you really wanted to like branch off and do all these other things and had substance, but how do you divide yourself between now? So from that conversation, that was like last year sometime, where do you see your growth in that segment now?
It's worse. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna keep 100 with you. So like that's why I say contrary to what you see, and it might sound like I'm a hypocrite, right? But I'm really giving game to where I lack it. Like I'm just being straight up with you. Like I'm if I could give game to anybody, I'm trying to fill a void. Cause I would be lying and say if
You're
that's
trying to
scary
tell
for
them
me.
the way you wanted to do it,
The way I
as
still want to
opposed
do
the
it.
way you do it.
Yeah, the way I still want to do it. I'm gonna be straight up with you. I don't do it because I'm scared.
I was gonna ask you that.
You know what I'm saying? Be real with you, 'cause
I think you
For sure.
can still do it because I don't think you'll lose your
Do
audience
too.
because
Make some
it's just with us. Like it's like you know what I'm saying. We had the text, the raw-these, and then eventually it'll lead to more people. But it's like to me, it's like a sell. You know what I mean? Because like I said, anybody watching this. Matter of fact, if you're watching this, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. But my thing is like this. My education and my doctor's degree came from the streets, and I'm not in the streets no more. And that's through the will of Allah. But I look at it like this. I say, damn, bro, I don't know shit. Regardless of whatever, I don't know shit. So what I do know is I know how to hustle. I know how to shoot dice. I know how to street shit. So shit. If I just change my life around and use the same mentality, same hustle, but just in a legitimate way, it's gonna work. So I look at it like if I had Jay-Z, that wouldn't make me not interview a Davo.
For sure.
If I had goddamn Black Thought, that still wouldn't make me not do a smaller artist from Atlanta. I just say the thing for me is just throwing the food, throwing the gumbo, throwing it all in the pot and make it work. And once they taste it, if it's seasoned right, they gonna like it because we built our platform just off of like, yo, we really want to give people a voice that don't got a voice. We really want to give opportunity to people that don't got an opportunity because at the end of the day, we put in the work to get the opportunity.
Facts.
So I like you know this. All of us not gonna get 10 million. All of us not gonna get 100 million. Some people doing this and just might be a playground legend of this shit. I might go out as a playground legend. Somebody that been doing it 10 years and just yo ain't never get his break, but the next joint that got in there that he molded pop. I don't know. I'm cool with that because for one, I'm saying to myself that I'm doing something I like to do. I'm not going to prison. Can't get killed. I can't get killed. I can't get killed about it. And it's like, dang, bro, I make my money doing other things. Just because we do podcasts don't make us entrepreneurs and business. Outside of this just the one thing that we want to pop that we feel like we want to do every day if we could do it. But, you know, the gas and electric, the phone.
That shit gotta get paid. I was just telling my man that, for sure. I think that's so I was doing that with the freestyles. And a lot of niggas ain't understand that. So like what I was doing with the freestyles, I would get like a big artist from the city. And then I would get like a smaller artist from the city. Like I literally, so I would do like, let's say, and I did that strategically for that reason, because I still believe this to this day. It's the like people ask me who my favorite freestyles was, and I tell them to this day, it's my favorite freestyles is the niggas that the world wouldn't know. It's the names that and for me, I ain't gonna lie, because I feel like I'm one of them ones. I feel like it's so frustrating for me because it's like I want everybody to know a Dice. I want everybody to know a Young Easy, but
that they did that. Easy did that.
Yeah, but it's like I want a nigga to know a G Yancey. Like it's like, but what happened is, it's just that's just not how the world works. People
want to see what they want to see.
They want to see.
Office, no, the front. Just the problem, and I like you do the Jayhill network, and we tied our reds with Digital Impact, RAWDOPE Production, but. I like what you do because you was doing the right thing. Because at the end of the day, hey, motherfucker, if Tech did $1 million or Shorty did this, Dice Swag might be way better. So what you did was you had a gumbo, and they didn't understand that gumbo that they had because you allowed a platform. It's called no ghostwriter. So at the end of the day, the best spitter win. You didn't make it for. It's not the who got the most subscribers and the most jury and who the richest. This is called no ghostwriter. Who can rap? And you build the hub for them to do that.
That shit felt good because like again, when I was getting the smaller artists that would get the bigger numbers. Like let's say Dice, I think he did like 10,000, right? That felt great for me. Like Ike did like 30,000, and that felt amazing because it's like this is Ike from over east, like from down. You know what I'm saying? So like even like a Mick Savage, like that, like those were like Mike Even, like those were the ones that genuinely made me feel good because like Tech is Tech. He gonna be Tech. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna do his numbers.
Moose is Moose. He gonna be Moose. Like G Baby is gonna be G Baby. Like they gonna be like those guys are. They're the ones. Sleepy. Like those guys. Like shout out to Sleepy. Shout out to Marty. Like these guys was the ones that helped me start this. Like I don't even think they understand like how much I appreciate them. You feel me? These guys was the ones that helped me get a Mike Even scene, right? A Dice scene. A Ike scene, a Mick Savage scene, and the smaller artists might not understand it, but I understand it, so I appreciate those guys. You get what I'm saying? But when I was doing, and it's not the knock to the big artists, but when I was doing the smaller artists and they would get the recognition they deserve, it made me feel so good because it was like,
watching somebody
they deserve that.
Because that's your passion and that's your true calling.
Nah, for sure.
So I'm not saying that you can't interview and do all those other things, but putting people on their music, you love it. So with that being said, you hear somebody tell a story, and when they coming right out and they freestyling their hunger, you hear the pain, you hear that grind, that makes you feel good. I feel as though you should just do both. Not feel, I know. I think you should do both.
I was hurt when I was like, yo, me and Kenny, he's right here. It's my
I wanted to continue with it.
I ain't gonna lie. And listen, bro, I
believe that platform.
We ain't know you doing nothing, bro. 2018, me and man sitting, we chilling, we putting together RAWDOPE Podcast, and I was like, yo, bro, this is all Allahi. I'm Muslim. Allahi on my dad, on my wali, on my umi, on everything. Man, it's my word, bro. Allahi. Man, I said, bro, we was already watching you and what you was doing. I said, bro, man, I said, we gonna be neck to neck. And it's like when you tell somebody this, just say you right here, and then a nigga right here ain't even on the board, and you tell somebody, you say, bro, we gonna be neck to neck, and then people be like, man, that nigga just did $1 million with Tech, $1 million with G-Man. What the fuck you mean you gonna be neck to neck with that? That's the mentality it was. And I was like, yo, because I seen what you was doing, and I was like, we gonna be neck to neck because people ain't gonna understand. Meaning that you're gonna have people that's gonna block them. Because when you come in a situation and you got the golden idea, a motherfucker that's ahead of you mad because they didn't have the idea, so they block it, like LeBron did Iggy. So I knew when I heard
and there'd be
about
a lot of the niggas that we call legends.
They block you. They block you.
It'd be a lot of niggas we call legends. You know what? No cap, bro. Like, and I do feel good that I can like, that I do have some sort of notoriety, right?
Yeah. Because
I can speak my story, and it's more it's stories that I don't even speak to this day, because like I got to get bigger, and those stories will be told. But to this day, we already know about DTLR. You know what they told me when I left, bro? They said the freestyles is only good because of the backdrop.
Oh, that's a lie.
I swear to God on my life. So when I did the $1 million with Shorty,
they think they was the shit.
No cap.
They made it
right up there,
bro. That's why I felt so good, because they literally said, bro, we could do that. That it's us. We
made
only
it, not
good
you.
for what it is because of the back. They said this. I can't make this up. I would love to do business with them to this day. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. They said that. You feel me? So
because they didn't know what they had and they was intimidated.
Right. So when I was able to do the studio and I could paint it and it looked hood and it looked thugged out, the shit is crooked. We did $1 million off the rip. Shorty.
Yeah.
It was so bad that I never even knew this, bro. This how, thank God, right? I never even knew this. He made the song, he made the freestyle a song, Distractions. He got signed to Warner Music Group. Y'all know this. So when he got signed and they made the song a record, they took down the song. They took down the freestyle.
Wow.
I'm like, bro, my shit was first. I got in contact with Omar, again, by the grace of God, because they already knew. They got him to put it back up. Yeah, I wasn't getting paid for it, but it was up, so the number still was growing. Man, so it was like, that shit felt great. And then rest in peace, damn, the guy that passed, Nick Breed.
Yeah.
Nick Breed was in my apartment. Now, a lot of people know this is before I even had the studio. We was in my apartment with a lunch table. This not even a lunch table. This is a pretty good table. We had the fold-up table with a black shit over top. You feel me? We did like 60. We did Man, bro, so like that shit felt good because like they really was telling me that the numbers it was doing the numbers because of the backdrop.
Yeah.
They were saying that. No
They
cap.
only said that because they wanted to stop your growth. They didn't want you to think that you are as good as you are, if that makes sense, right? So when people are intimidated, and you gotta think about it, that was like the known thing here in Baltimore. All the way through and through. So you like, oh, we got competition. If he get too big or if he do too many things, then guess what? We asked out. So let me let him know we are the reason for your growth, not just your talent.
But what I will say though, I'm gonna keep it 100. So we talking about the stopman shit, right? So I had the studio. So at that point, like somebody, like again, I was blessed my whole time, right? Somebody let me hold the studio. They gave me like 60 days, right? The studio after that, I had to pay my own rent. Shout out to Ronald. He probably don't want me to say his name because he's so low key, right? So they gave me a studio for two months, right? And after that, I had to pay my own rent. It was like $400. And at that moment, I just didn't have $400 a month extra a month. Like I had a girl at this time, we had a kid. It's like I can't afford no $400. And looking back on, it, I'm like $400, like shit, like $400. But I couldn't afford it. And on top of that, right? Let's be real. A part of what DTLR said was true because you do got clout chasers.
That's
So that's why I say I thank God for the niggas that did fuck with me because there was a lot of artists that didn't have to fuck with me because when I left DTLR, it did change. It was niggas playing 50. Like, oh, they was. I'm not gonna lie, they wasn't fucking
Because
with me.
they thought the same thing DTLR thought.
Yeah, they thought it was, and even to this day, niggas be like, yo, why you don't do the DTLR radio freestyles no more? I don't know what you're talking about, bro. They still do it. Y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? They do the freestyles. I don't know. Like, cause it's just like, bro, if you don't know, then you don't know. Cause it's the niggas that sit up this day and would never acknowledge it as DTLR radio freestyle because they know how much work I put into that. You feel me? So it's like, but yeah, a lot of things did change. And that's kind of part of the reason why I stopped because it was like, it was harder to get them bigger names because I didn't have the backing behind me. You get what I'm saying? It just was what it was.
So just thinking about that though, you know, a question that we ask frequently on this podcast: you got to give me your top 7 Baltimore artists?
Top 7?
Top 7. Matter of fact, you've been around. Give me your top 10. You've been a top 10.
Like my top 10.
Your top 10, yeah, yours. No, it's your personal thing. It's no order, no nothing.
Who you be bumping?
See, damn. So I don't really bump a lot. I don't be listening to music. I listen to R&B. But like, fuck it, for the sake of it, I ain't gonna give you no boring. I'm gonna give you some shit. So of course we gotta go YG Tech, just cause what he doing, right? So let's get these out the way. Fuck it. YG Tech. I fuck with Roddy. Like these are personally ones I fuck with. Roddy. I fuck with Sleepy, bro, cause Sleepy need to get more consistent though.
Yeah.
Cause that's my brother. Like I tell him that, like for real. Cause I think he could have been out of here.
Yeah, Sleepy gets sidetracked, but he got it.
But yeah, he
Him and Beezy got it.
bro.
They get sidetracked. They got a lot of business.
Yeah, they get into it. Yeah. It is what it is. So Sleepy.
That's 3.
Damn. So I don't even want to count these ones though.
No, I don't even count that.
All right, so I just like the niggas that's putting on, we just gotta put them up there. Cause they like Money Jake. But it's niggas that I fuck with that like I just want the world to know. Like Mike Even,
Well, say their name.
Mick Savage, Jack Boy, Ike.
Yeah, I fuck with Ike.
Damn, bro, it's Young Easy was crazy. Man, I do fuck with yo, you know who I fuck with? OTR Chaz.
Yeah, he a dick.
Oh my God.
I know they negotiating it.
Bro, top 10 is you can't even say top 10. Like top 10 not fair.
It's easy.
Yeah, like that's not fair. Like it's funny because before I came up here, I'm like, man, he about to ask me about all these Baltimore artists. I was scared, low key. But now I'm here. I'm like, that's really easy. Like it's easy. Like that's.
I mean, it's just some people it ain't easy, or they just
You gotta be in the
way.
know. That's all.
But I don't think I've been out of the city for almost 2 years now, so it's hard.
Man, you ain't in the city. So give me your top 5 Atlanta artists.
He said he love R&B. Why you
Yeah.
be my-
Give me your top 5 R&B artists.
Yeah, that's
Neo Soul.
Neo. Lauren Hill.
Yes.
Okay.
That's one of my favorites.
Let's go.
It is my favorite.
Floetry for sure.
Oh yeah, I love her. I love her.
Erykah Badu.
I was about to say you better say my auntie.
That's my boo. That's my baby. With no makeup, she a 10.
Woo. Oh, so many. Damn.
Come on, bro. I'm about to
Gotta
tell you.
deliver.
Janelle Monáe, you playing games.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said that.
You want to
She good. I wouldn't have said that though.
Why not?
I think she's probably
Listen.
like.
Well, you only gave us 3.
Yeah, so
new.
I'm an old soul. I feel
Too
like.
new.
So if
Yeah,
you
I was about to say that. I was about to say
I wouldn't
that.
have thought of it.
I wouldn't have said that. But she's
new.
good. She's good though. I wouldn't have said it though.
So you an old soul. Let me hear you. Let's go. You gave me 3.
Okay. Damn. So you said trap soul?
No, I said soul, neo soul.
Neo soul.
Nah,
Neo
I
soul.
said soul.
R&B period. Who you
Okay.
like?
That's
R&B
different.
period.
Yeah.
R&B
Oh.
period.
Usher got some of the best.
We know.
Oh
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
shit,
we know.
no.
that.
We agree with you on
Yo,
that.
You know,
got Usher.
yo, you know who I fuck with? It's more pop now, but like in the beginning,
Who?
The Weeknd.
Oh
Fuck with The
yeah.
Weeknd?
Come on now.
For the weekend,
Like
Fuck with
Trilogy
Bruno.
is some of the.
Okay, that's 5.
Oh,
Did you like P&B?
since you
Rock?
said, I can call niggas right now. I put niggas on with P&B.
Okay.
You go to
Oh, sir. You ain't hear about him?
Nah, I know about him, but I probably wouldn't name sir. But he's good.
He's very
I wouldn't name him. I wouldn't name sir because it's just not in my rotation. But he's good. I can
Well,
acknowledge
put
it
it
though.
in. Put
I can like I can fuck with what's the other nigga name? He from the DMV. He from DC, I think. Like
Gold
Maryland.
links.
No.
Not gold links.
Sing the song, maybe.
Shit.
Right now.
Toxic nigga. What's his name?
Who?
Bryson Tiller. Oh my.
Oh yeah.
he got some-
Bryson Tiller for the DMV?
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
He
Yes,
got
he
some
is.
fire.
I never knew that,
Yes,
but
I
that's
never
my
knew that one
man.
either.
Bryson, yes, he is.
That's my man. So listen, man, this is a segment. We ain't gonna hold you up. We gotta just ask some questions on here, and then we just get straight to it. So, the Will Barton interview. I gotta ask you. I mean, we gotta do this for the people. The Will Barton.
Yeah, go
interview.
ahead.
I liked it. You know what I mean? My nephew right there, him. I minding my business. You know, I do moving and hauling, different shit.
For sure.
He called me, say, "Yo, what the?" So I looked at it. So I was like, man. At the end of the day, and I told you this on the phone, so we don't do no capping. I said, bro, like I ain't no hater, bro. Like I'm from the bottom, bro. We know you. Like if it came to content or journalism, you number one. I'm not no fake nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was like we didn't understand. It was like, bro, I was like, yo, I thought in the middle of that, and when he was like, so who else popping? I thought she was gonna throw the alley hoop off the glass.
Off who?
I'm just talking about when you did the Will Barton interview.
You said when he said
When he
who else
said
popping,
when he
who
said
else
what
would I
he
say?
said. No, you said
You said real spill.
Yeah.
said real smart, but you said they
Shout out
don't.
to my friend Nate was like,
What-
So they don't do videos. So.
Yeah, I said real skill. I said raw dope podcast, and I said I
and he
can't
said,
really think
I really
of no.
don't know nobody else.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
Yeah.
And then you was
Well,
like,
that's somebody asked me who would I throw the.
no, I mean, no.
No, give me some game. This is your
No,
time
I'm saying
now.
for us.
I said y'all
No,
name.
for us, you said it, and then you was like, yo, I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, you a Baltimore podcast, and I felt like, damn, Jay, like you is. This what breeded you. This your breeding grounds. Africa, we label off tribes. So if this was a foreign country, you would be the tribe of Baltimore. So no matter what you do, like you said with Los, you represent Baltimore. And then
sure.
one thing you do is represent the content guys. You know what it feels like to be here.
For
You know
sure.
what it feels like to people to think you there, but you here. So I was lost, like. It was like you.
I would still say that to this day.
That you're not sure what podcasts are popular.
No, I think he's saying something else.
That you not
No.
quite a Baltimore podcast.
Yeah.
That's just how you don't
Like,
get-
so it's two
You
ways
went
to this.
global.
So it's 2 ways to this. You said I'm not global?
No, you went global.
So it's two. All right, but
So,
it's
yeah,
two things to this.
elaborate
It's
it
two things to
because
this.
It did start something.
So when I did the freestyles, oh, for sure, it was a Baltimore platform.
Mm-hmm.
And I took pride in it. And even when I mentioned it to this day, because we was doing industry numbers.
Okay.
Well, Baltimore niggas.
Right.
Niggas can't say that. We was doing industry numbers with, bro, go check the records. G-Baby 800. Moose, G-Baby like 600. Moose 800. These are industry numbers with Baltimore niggas. Who the fuck can they say? Tech, 1 million, 2 million now.
Mm-hmm.
Shorty, 3 million now.
Okay.
Think about it. So when he asked, honestly, if I had to be honest, and this ain't even no industry
Yeah.
talking around a circle, I'm just being real. For me to say I'm a Baltimore podcast, I think that's one. I'm not interviewing only Baltimore people. One.
You don't have to.
Nah, I hear what you're saying. I'm telling you my perspective.
Yeah.
I don't live in Baltimore, right?
Right.
I'm a Baltimore nigga for sure. I don't think I have a Baltimore podcast. And the second part about it, I think that would be doing the niggas that's in the city a disservice, to be honest. These is niggas in the trenches. They bought, bro. When I say Baltimore podcast, RAWDOPE podcast. They gonna represent that. That's what's Baltimore. If you want to know what's Baltimore, RAWDOPE podcast. That's what's Baltimore. My podcast is more industry. Like it's work. I'll be real. I'm being straight with you.
I just have a question, right? Because I watched the interview as well, and I saw you, and when you were talking, and you weren't quite sure connected to home. So do you feel like you don't need to keep your ear to Baltimore anymore now that you no longer consider yourself being a journalist from Baltimore? I mean, you a Baltimore nigga. That's what you said, and some of us are not doing industry numbers. So
no, it ain't about the numbers though. It's about because.
So you're just going off the content in itself. So you basically like
I
it's
just
not
want to know because
Baltimore.
like you said,
It's not Baltimore content.
because like you said, you a Baltimore nigga, right? You
Facts.
put on. You said that Los, but
For
at
sure.
the same time, you couldn't mention 5 podcasters from Baltimore. That's my
Podcast.
thing.
Okay.
I'm just asking a question.
So I got so wait, hold up. Let's think about it again. Okay, we had at that point. I don't know if JS1 was still doing podcasts, but we had Aries Lounge. That's a podcast.
Yeah, Aries Lounge. That's
RAWDOPE podcast.
Mm-hmm.
At that time I said Real Spill.
Real spill.
Mm-hmm. That was it. You did the award
I
show.
think you said just shit, but
Just-
you like that don't
Yeah.
really count as
Because
a
it's just
Baltimore.
hilarious.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
just. But okay, just hilarious.
You also hosted the award show that he had.
I
And you
did.
did the announcements of all the other podcasts.
I
that
can't
he
remember
had.
because even
But-
Phil got a podcast network, right? But he also had like a radio station. I worked at his radio station. I couldn't name
That's
one.
1,500.
Yeah, I couldn't name one podcast on his. I could name the other shows, but they was radio shows. Like
I
they was
can get
internet radio shows.
Yeah.
But you can see how that could look. for
Not
other
really.
people.
I can't name
So-
but
so-
maybe 5 podcasts.
Right. So in respect, right?
So I
So
can name 5.
Kenny, I can name 5. Don't do
I
that.
can't
But
name
y'all-
5 outside of Digital Empath.
And I can name 5 outside of here from people who's from over the East Coast, the West Coast, and things like that.
I can name
That's what
5
I
from
did.
from out of here because I study.
And I can name people that's
from
here
outta
too.
here.
Give me 5 outside of the 3 I just named.
Outside of the
Don't name them.
All right.
So it's 8.
I'm going to sit up here and name this one for you that's outside of Baltimore, right?
No,
You don't
Baltimore.
want
They
me
gotta
to
be in
do
Baltimore.
And
Baltimore.
You don't want me to do Digital Empath, right?
Yeah, you can do that.
He don't know that.
That's
Yeah,
the
you can do that.
army.
You can do
That's
that.
the Navy.
First of all, I'm going to speak for my own that I started back Anything Goes podcast to transfer it over to The Journey of a Soul Sister. That's me. Legend, if you don't already know. Chilling with Juice. We used to be in 1500 Radio. Shout out Phil. We used to be up in there.
Okay.
And I'm also going shout out the girls for suicide. So Black people die by suicide too. Y'all need to shout them out.
That's hard.
Music, Life, and Love. I'm going to shout them out. Y'all already know RAWDOPE. He told me I can't name it.
Yeah, no, you can't name them.
I'm saying I'm
He
the
told me
one.
don't name
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
He
I'm the
told
man.
me don't do that. He told me don't do
I'm
that.
like that. So I'm,
Okay.
you know.
So I also engineer and produce other people's shows as well. So the other shows that I sub there, I would be doing a disservice if I don't talk about D Nice. I love
D Nice. I love
We
D
ain't
Nice.
even gonna do
D-Zone.
that. We go
Melvin
live.
Air.
These
Melvin
are all
Air
their-
podcast.
Can I ask you? Can I
Keeping
ask
it
you that?
stats.
You said 5. Can I ask you this then?
Yeah.
You an engineer, and you did
And my
out
own
of the
show.
5 you just named, you did like 2 of them. Well, hold up. Listen to this.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
What I tell you, I came into radio, right?
Yeah.
I came into radio, changing shit around because like I seen Breakfast Club, not because I seen the Baltimore shows. And all due respect, right? I didn't even know about DTLR radio at that time, right? So think about it like this. Let's challenge you for a cheat code for a second.
Ooh.
You engineer, right? So you know the shows that you engineer. One, you're in a facility where it's probably other shows, so you would know them too, right? You probably got into podcasting before me. Like it might look like I'm probably the biggest name, right? But that don't mean I was in it. Like you've been doing this shit longer than me.
He been doing
I
it longer
started
than me too.
2018.
You feel me? Like
He been doing it longer than me
I
too.
got into doing the freestyles outside of the radio station because I was forced to.
But
So
I feel like your
I'm not
freestyle
gonna
was a
name.
podcast though.
See, I wouldn't have said that at the podcast.
Yeah, I did because that's where it transitioned to, even though you was on radio.
That's
but I
true.
just knew that's
See, even that, I didn't even know the name. I didn't even know podcast. I didn't even know that was a name. Like literally, I got fired. I hit my man. I said, bro, I don't want to stop. I want the same mics. I want to do the same thing. Literally, I didn't know that was a podcast. So when somebody asked me like name 5 podcasts in Baltimore, what I would say is niggas ain't fucking with niggas in Baltimore. Ain't
nobody
nobody
tripping off that Will Barton to test me shit.
Which one?
The when you did the interview,
I
with
fuck with
Test Me.
that shit.
Yeah, I fuck with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But when it was
What I
this,
say wrong with that?
With this, it hit me with
Shit.
It was a great interview. I'm glued to the screen. Then Test Me says, "Yo, it should be more dudes in Baltimore doing shit like you do." So now this is how I take it. I'm watching it, and you said
See, you got in your feelings. You was personal. It's cool. I get in my feelings a lot.
Yeah, me too. So you know,
It's all good.
that's why we understand each other a lot. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck you mean? I'm just working my ass off, like, bro. Like you said,
but I already acknowledge dope a lot though. So why would
I just because he be in London and Brazil and United Kingdom. But I say, yo, it's hard to say. When bro, you're an international star, it's hard to say people not out here working and pushing these pushing these artists, and that's where I was crushed at.
Nah, see, you on some bullshit. Let me ask you. Bro, you want to sit up here and tell me
y'all being men?
It's a lot of niggas in the city that do what you do? You ain't about to.
I'm saying no, it's not.
So in respect, we talking as men, right?
Yeah, at a level I do it.
Because you do this like we opened the show saying we are cut from a different cloth.
Right.
So we can, bro.
Y'all can't say that. Y'all cannot, because you don't know of the people. So you don't know somebody else.
Who fault is that? Respectfully,
I'm just saying.
I want to. So I want to.
They call legend, but
no. So we not. That's not. So what we not going to do? What we not going to do? Right? What we not? No, because I want to have. I want to have a conversation with you.
They freshmen.
So what we not going to do? We not going to. This ain't a conversation to down nobody else from our city, because that's not what we going to do.
Okay.
Especially me, because we ain't doing that.
Facts.
I'm saying, when I'm saying cut from a different cloth, anybody.
Right.
So if we're saying, yo, we need more niggas like us in our city, what the fuck is wrong with that?
I might have took it the wrong way. I took it as he's saying, you ain't saying that, but Tess saying is be more niggas like you that's doing the work.
That's like, all right, so let's paint a picture. So we talking about Phil because he here, right? I used to work for Phil. I used to get paid by Phil. He was my boss, right? I was doing 1500 radio. We changed our radio name, right? What was the name? I can't even remember my own fucking radio name. What was it?
That's what
the morning source. So y'all gonna ask me to name 5 fucking I can't remember my own name. So listen, if Phil would have came to me and said, or not even me, if Phil is talking to somebody and they like, yo, we need more people like what's her name?
Bang?
Nah. Who? Nah, the girl that was on the show that was 5 o'clock, like the bald head. April Watts. That's like, if I hear Phil saying, we need more people like April Watts, I can't feel away. Because she was going crazy with fucking, with ads. Like, nobody was fucking with her. Not even us. And I'm popular. I'm lit. Like, so it's like, I gotta be a man about it.
April Watts the GOAT.
Nobody was fucking with her. When it came to the, she was really, she really showed who was really lit. Or who look lit. And I'm talking about myself. I'm a realist. So if I'm talking to Tess and he like, bro, we need more niggas like you, abso-fucking-lutely. Because niggas half-ass in this shit. Yeah. So I understand for you looking at it, but you talking to the right motherfucking one, because I'm gonna tell you about me in there. I'm a realist. I'm a real.
Me too.
I don't even know. She probably was bringing in double the shit I was bringing. Yeah. I mean, I don't have no relationship with she ain't my best friend. Being rich is some real shit.
Oh man,
she good.
April Watts got that name.
She was getting it in.
Shout out to the sister.
She been doing it for a minute.
We can't even say she got that name, because it's niggas out here who just got just as much of a name or big of a name that ain't doing what she doing. It's the work.
It's the grind.
It's different. What the fuck is we talking about? A lot of people ain't about to move to Atlanta. Think about it. So it ain't no disrespect, bro. You understand? This ain't just a move to Atlanta. I got lit. I got people. Bro, you understand? I got a girl. Niggas don't understand the shit I was going through with my girl, my family. Niggas got kids out here that can't move to Atlanta because they got kids. I made that shit happen. I left.
Why did you?
Because I needed to do that for my career.
Personal growth.
Nobody do. So when I'm talking.
Explain that to people.
Bro, they say Atlanta, New York, Cali. So guess what you know what they say? Let's make it simpler. They don't support niggas with talent. They support niggas who popular.
That's the
truth.
That's
a fucking fact.
Some niggas live and die on that. You know what I did? I went and got popular. That's why I do the interviews with the niggas. I went and got popular. So I don't subscribe to the excuses. And that's why I can look at niggas and say, these niggas ain't doing what I'm doing. They're not sacrificing what I'm sacrificing. These niggas is not me, and it's not no disrespect, but I'm sacrificing my fucking life in family for this shit. I left
Yeah,
by
me too.
myself.
Yeah, I get it.
So you telling me is a lot of niggas doing that?
No, hell no.
No.
I'm like that.
So what the fuck is
I
we
ain't not
talking
gonna lie.
about?
I'm on the edge of doing it. Just be like, yo, I'm gonna have to go ahead and step over for 6 months, bro. Y'all gonna produce it from here. I'm gonna do that. I be thinking like that, so I really get it.
So
like,
yeah, niggas can't
'cause
compare
everybody
me
just
to
can't say
niggas
I'm
that's.
dumb.
And I'm not here to downplay nobody. I love y'all. Y'all might not know, but the niggas know. Bro, I love my people. You feel me? But when we having a conversation, just how I can acknowledge somebody else who doing better than me and got more numbers than me and might not have as many followers than me, they doing better. I can acknowledge that. I'm gonna acknowledge my shit too. I'm a realist. I'm gonna acknowledge all of it. You feel me? Like it just is what it is. So like, it wasn't. That's what. But when you called me, I told you, bro. First of all, if you gonna call me on some man shit, call me on some man shit and let's talk. Don't call me out of emotions because I'm a man too. Yeah. So if you call me yelling, if I wasn't as calm as I was, or if I wasn't as grounded as I was, I'm gonna yell back.
Right.
But I'm like, bro, why don't call me on that shit? If you got a problem, call me like, yo, Jay, I ain't really like that. Let's talk about it. Don't call me yelling, because if I yell, we ain't gonna get shit together.
Yeah,
now we talking, we arguing now, we talking our emotions.
Right.
But the good thing is that both of y'all acknowledge, all right, yeah, he was feeling some type of way. You may have felt some type of way, but y'all still came together and understand, right?
Because we men.
Right here, right now, and having a conversation. So this is definitely an example where you can show other people. We always think, oh, it's not enough people for us to eat. Everybody doing the same thing or something. It's so many different brands of fucking toilet paper, but you wipe your ass. So with that being said, I'm just telling the truth.
It's just my.
I got a quick question. You said you're a
Y'all
realist.
set an example.
Yeah,
Was you being real when you said Meek Miller, Jay-Z of this generation?
for sure, 100%.
You was real with that?
Yeah,
I
100%.
thought you was
So
full
let's
shit.
not get it fucked up. A lot of people think so it was part of it. The interview I did, like, Drama came on. He was giving a lot of shit. Like, he was being very like vulnerable and shit, right? But a lot of times the content goes well when it's a back and forth exchange, and it wasn't really any like disagreeing. So I threw something in there for good content. To be honest, right?
That's what I was thinking.
But I mean what I said. A lot of times it's about niggas look at it like, what have you done for me lately? And they forget they forget about what you've been doing.
work.
Facts.
Let's not get it fucked up. Just because we don't see Meek right now, Meek came here. Y'all about to tell me, niggas from Baltimore, because I'm biased in my opinion, and I don't give a fuck if I'm a journalist. Yes, I'm biased. I don't give a fuck. I'm from the city. You about to sit up here and tell me that Meek, if anybody don't understand, Baltimore should understand. He came.
I didn't.
Y'all niggas.
Meek a rapping ass
retarded.
nigga.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, you retarded as shit. If you from Baltimore and say, bro,
land your plane.
Meek came here. He introduced the world to Scooter. He introduced the world to Scola. He was doing a funk flex freestyle with Scola in the corner, sitting right there. If you wasn't a nigga, I'm from the streets. I'm never been a street nigga, but I'm from the hood. I came from nothing. If you ain't catch goosebumps looking at Scola in the corner because he was from the city, and Meek is doing one of the best freestyles ever on funk flex, and you see Scola right there, and you don't feel like that's a nigga that's I stand on what the fuck I say. I was biased.
I think he looked out for Baltimore, but
he not the Hovey.
Hovey, no.
When I say he was the whole, because
he made a great impact.
But
he not the Hovey.
How old are you?
I'm 44.
You 44. I'm 31. I'm about to be 32. Right. So I really don't understand what Hov did, but from my recollection of what people say, right? They say they always in my opinion, they always equate Hov in the streets. Right. Mm-hmm. So from my perspective, the only other rapper that I know that's close to Hov, think about it. He doing this shit for the niggas that's in the jail, the prison reform. Mm-hmm. Hov did that. They say Hov was pushing weight. He was in the street. I don't know about that shit.
Hov took Meek under his umbrella.
But not even that. I don't know about Hov selling drugs.
Meek a real nigga.
But you know what I did see when I was coming up? I seen Meek Mill with the nappy braids. Mm-hmm. I didn't see no other. And that's what I was trying to say about Lil Wayne. When we saw Lil Wayne, he was with Baby. He was with Baby. Manny Fresh
signed since he was 10.
Right. When I seen Meek, I seen him on the. He was on the streets rapping. It's some battles out there we could say that he lost. Like it could be debatable.
He's like the first star that really locked in with the city.
Bro,
what he did with Chino.
Facts. So you
gotta give him that. So I think
that's what I was saying. And what I will say is
star that we like seeing fucking without
from
city.
the nigga came on Nappy Braids like, yeah, and he did a freestyle like Nicki Minaj, I want you and I'm gonna really get you, and got her.
Yeah.
Facts. Manifest.
Come on. I ain't seen no other rapper, Drake Degrassi, every rapper that like, I ain't, me personally, like if a nigga wanted to argue, if a nigga from Atlanta wanted to argue Tip,
like Beanie
cool.
Siegel and them, bro. The boy
You feel
from
me?
the
If
bottom.
a nigga wanted to argue
from the
Tip from
bottom.
Atlanta, I ain't see that.
Hey, we was
I saw Meek.
we was at Sean Jewelers a while ago when he first got signed. We was out there doing, you know what I mean, hollering at him, and I seen the Range Rover that Rick Ross brought him for his birthday. I don't know, it was his 25th, 30th birthday. And I told my man, says Meek in there. That go that black Bentley, that go that Range Rover, Rick Ross. Meek hop out, dingy t-shirt, up tempos on, hoop shorts. So he go in the sneaker store. So we rushing in the sneaker store trying to holler at him. So we was doing music. So Meek like told the security, don't let nobody in here. Boom, real nigga shit. We at the door and we tell the nigga, get Meek attention. Like, yo, we ain't like these people, bro. And nigga, Meek told the security, let them two in, don't let nobody else
Yeah.
in.
So
did that. That's my
in
Meek
the
Mill
music, if I'm saying, if we're talking
That's a
music,
fact.
right?
In Philly too, by the way, we was in Philly on South Street.
If we're talking music, of course I even acknowledge that. Like, bro, Drake, it's not even like Drake is out of this world. Honestly, if you're gonna be real, give you a crazy hot take. We can't even compare Jay-Z to Drake. Drake is on some Beatles, Michael Jackson type shit. Let's be real.
Yes, sir.
So,
I agree.
so I understand. I'm not no fucking idiot,
Drake
but I'm
was a
saying,
pop star at this point.
yeah. So, but what I'm saying, what Jay did for the hood, Meek is the only other nigga closer that I've seen. Drake ain't do none of that shit for the hood. Like Drake is lit. That don't take none of it. Drake is out of this fucking world. But when it comes to like what I'm thinking, like how older people look at Jay, Meek was the closest thing for me. That's all I was saying. It was a little biasness in it. I wasn't as prepared for my take, so like I ain't even like how I'm giving it now. I wasn't able to articulate it like that, but like that's just my opinion. I still believe it.
A little bit more clearer for me to understand.
Yeah.
Because when I was watching that, I'm like, he tripping.
I mean, it's cool. You gonna,
But I ain't gonna take
You in
shit like
media,
that
yo.
too
But
far
you in
anyway.
media.
Academics. He
Like, come
just,
on now.
I don't know who this guy is. Shout
but
out
Act is
Jess Alert.
really good at that.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. And
He
shout
does
out
this.
Jess Alert. She sent you the alley hoop
No, fact.
on the Breakfast Club. And that's all I mean. You know,
Yeah,
for everybody that's looking,
that's
that's
what's
what I
up.
mean about the alley hoop. Just didn't have to do that, but she was
did.
on his platform. She did the interview, and she let them know with pride.
Yeah.
Make sure you let them know. That's boy from
She was like,
Baltimore,
that's my
Jayhill.
man.
But let me tell you though, but that's why we gotta eat. So I'm my emotions is all the way in it. So this is just advice. I'm just be real. But that's why we gotta try at least to take our emotions out of it, right?
Facts.
Me and Jess have a real relationship though. Like, so even if she didn't, it would kind of be weird that she didn't. Cause we it wasn't just like like, let's think about it. It's probably a nigga that's from Baltimore go viral. If Jess don't know him, she probably can't say that like you like, and it's no offense to her, but what we see is, damn, bro, she from Baltimore. She could at least, she probably don't know. Me and Jess did multiple interviews.
That's a fact.
We talk like it was to the point where she's damn near cussing me out because I missed her birthday party. Like it's not like it's not like it's real. You get what I'm saying? So of course,
That's a fact.
like that makes sense. Like if I'm talking about somebody like yo radio station in Baltimore, I probably say JS1 and Phil. And it's other niggas that got radio stations, but it's no. It's like that's like we were just talking about like sponsors and shit like that. I'm not asking no other nigga to do sponsors. It's not that I don't want to. It's I don't know them. If I came to my man like yo, I don't even have to ask for a sponsor. I could just ask for $1,000. He probably fuck with me because he know that I'm not about to. You get what I'm saying? So like, but a lot of times we take it personal because this nigga from Baltimore, they from Baltimore, they should have said. But it's like they don't even. But me and Jess have like a real relationship. You know what I'm trying to say?
So how do we change that narrative, right?
I don't think we can though.
Why do you don't think
Because
we can?
people fuck with who they fuck with.
Yeah, and that's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
Round of applause for that. People fuck with who they fuck
Like
with.
think about it.
It ain't what you know, it's who you know.
But you can fuck with who you fuck with, but respect is respect.
But no, that don't have nothing to do with
God, work
Disrespect.
all the podcasts you name, right?
Just saying.
Is it disrespect because I don't acknowledge him because I don't know him?
No.
That's
what
not
I'm
disrespectful,
saying-
but they probably taking it. Damn, he could have named me. He from the city. He could have.
No, but they ain't working hard enough.
But not, I can't even say. I just
No,
don't
I'm
know.
just saying, bro.
But
I'm
you can't
gonna
say
say this with this. I'm not even gonna fucking hold you up and do no cut cards in it, man. You right.
But
listen, you right. I work so hard that I'm saying, hey, motherfuck this. No, I'm just let me tell you, motherfuck this.
Talk
Ain't
this
nothing
shit.
moving without us. Let's be real about it, homie. I don't give you this person, that person. You heard of us, bro.
But
But
what
it can't cross your I'm just talking, I ain't talking about them in particular with the city. So I don't look at it like no handouts. I'm like, bro, if you don't know, then once you ask a couple people, they're gonna tell you what's going on with us because we putting in the work.
what I will say though, so again, but I'm a Gemini, so I understand both sides, right?
What
So
month is that?
June. I'm about to turn
Late
32.
May, early.
So let's be real. So
Arius.
let's be real. Though.
Clearly.
I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 though. It is some responsibility that come with your platform,
Thank you.
and because I am one of the most popular, right? I should have education of who's coming out my city. So I got it. Like, let's be real. Let's be absolutely real because it is a such thing as being
But that's what I'm here
like
for.
it is a such thing of being like I don't want to say morally, but like like just irresponsible because if I'm the person that everybody's looking
The
at,
forefront.
you feel
should
me?
know who
I
backing
should be
you.
able to like come fuck
who
with us,
backing you.
and I'm with you because I was one of them. If anybody got
But
this
they
conversation,
also
it's me
don't
because I
give
was
a-
one of them niggas.
Don't give them a crutch though, bro. If
I-
you working, I must catch you.
Not facts, but I
If
still
you
should.
working, I'ma
That's a
catch you.
fact. That's a fact. But
Like
at the
a
same,
basketball nigga, if he nice in the city, I don't
Yeah,
care
that's
what
true.
your name.
That's true.
But you like, oh shit, yo down Clover.
That's
yo
true.
in.
That's a fact.
Yo
That's a
in.
fact.
You
That's a fact.
gotta-
That's
you
true.
gotta
That's true.
work, bro.
That's true.
To get known, because at the end of the day, if we hand you the bread, then you ain't gonna never work for
But
it.
he not saying he giving hands.
Yeah,
What
I
he's saying is being educated.
it's a
and knowing what's
balance.
Up in his
Yeah, it's a
city.
balance. It's a
Plain
balance.
point.
Yeah, but you get the education because it's in a book, it's in front of you, right? You gotta seek education. We get that, but if the education ain't out there for me to get, how am I educate
But if you know
myself?
that
with
you in this business, right? I can't agree with you on that because that's what I'm gonna tell you. This one, you know, you in this business, and this is your craft. This what's going on. Like he said, some type of responsibility. And I'm doing quotation marks or whatever. You should know what's up, what's hot, what's not. What are you looking for? What are you seeing? Things come across your desk every day that ain't in your face. You seek
Yeah,
knowledge
I
to be
do.
better.
I get tired.
But
of
I'm telling you, what come across my face though
I get tired.
is raw dope, and at that time, it was real spill, right?
Round
And
of applause for that because that's
Yeah.
the only thing to talk about, Legend. You know that.
that came across.
We ain't gonna joke about
my
that.
name legend, so I ain't even.
That came across.
Don't be down.
But when I was doing, I can't even say that, bro. I'm respectfully when I was doing Love the Culture Radio, even still, a lot of like it was a lot. We had, and you know, but what I will say is, like you said, I was hosting JS1 shit. It's a lot of niggas that I stand beside who can't even come to them rooms, who don't even know that these rooms exist. So that's one thing I can say. That one thing I do fuck with about me because I'm connected to the underground radio and personalities. It's a lot of niggas. It's a lot of people who look at me as like equal to, who wouldn't even know that y'all exist. And I'm that bridge though. I was hosting those shows.
Yeah, I know.
Multiple times. I was on 1500. It's niggas who wouldn't even dare step foot in those rooms because they too good. And I'm standing next to them.
1500 radio need to get with me, man.
Get it?
Like,
Feel cool.
You know what's
1500
funny?
need to get with me,
You know what's
man.
funny? You know what's funny, bro?
I want to do some radio shit. I want a morning shit.
You know what's funny?
Oh,
I learned
Lord.
this. No cap. No cap. You know what's funny? It's funny you said that. Cause this is why I can be the bridge though, cause I understand this, right? It's funny you say that. Cause I always say that about like Joe Button or some shit, right? Joe Button had a conversation with Nori, and I think he was saying like, why you don't try to sign niggas? He's like, man, cause like basically he was like the niggas I want to sign don't want to sign with me, but that makes sense. And when you said that, and I'm like, damn, because the niggas that know better ain't on that. Think about it, like if Joe can't come to me with anything deal.
Facts.
And it's Joe Button, but he still can't come to me with anything. And not saying it's not any, because some help is better than none. But when you know better, you do better, right? So some help might not be no help to me. So think about it. You said I got 1500, gotta put me on. But what you want, because you so seasoned in this, it probably wouldn't even make sense for him because it's like, bro, that don't make sense. You get what I'm trying to say? Now it was other.
But then it could make sense if them numbers be mathing in that talk.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie to you, niggas ain't doing Able Watch. Like she
I
I mean, you might, bro. I ain't gonna lie to that.
You might. I couldn't cover. What I'm saying is, my hustle is April got this block. She got black tops. They doing 30 a day. So what I'm going to do is.
But what people don't understand, they don't see the work
what I'm saying is,
though.
let me finish. April Watts come out every day and they got a quota of 30,000. The people love her so much that after she's done and do the 30,000, it's stragglers. I'm there to clean up the stragglers.
But as a business, let me ask you.
And you still going to do your 10,000.
No, let me ask you. As a businessman, I don't want that.
No, but as a businessman, when somebody's in front of you, you say they by popular demand. Right, so it's people that can't get to.
Let's say you own RAWDOPE Podcast, right? You got a network, right?
Right.
And you brought somebody on that's gonna get it.
Right.
And you got somebody else saying, I'm gonna just pick up the stragglers. Nigga, I can pick up the stragglers. Think about it as a businessman.
They may not like you.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's just about expansion. Yeah.
Like he said, the person that's picked. So you got to look at it like this. When
talk to me, because we can talk about this business shit. I like this shit.
Yeah, let's get. I'm with that. Let's get to that. So what I'm saying is this: you popped about a man like he said, right? Mm-hmm. He picking up the stragglers, right?
Right.
You're still bringing all those people to your network. So who don't fuck with you and what you listening to, they here for him.
Yeah, that's what we got. Everybody
still eating.
Okay, cool.
That's why we run 24
cool. But guess what? That's cool if you're gonna do it for free. But if I gotta pay you, that's the thing. I'm not paying no nigga out of my. What y'all don't see is,
I ain't paying nigga to get the stragglers.
I'm working to make this shit happen.
Yeah,
I'm not about to pay a nigga for pick up no stragglers, nigga. Like I'll just put.
That was just a hustle saying though, but like
that's what I'm saying. But that's
any hustler.
But that's the shit that niggas don't understand.
Take you to the promised land.
But that's the shit that niggas don't understand. Like if I'm a pay a nigga, it gotta make sense, and making sense make dollars. So it's like I'm gonna pay April for sure, cause she gonna give me my money's worth. And some.
But she got 20 years experience too.
But it's a lot of niggas with 20 years experience that ain't about to do what she doing.
I've been in here 20, Nas. I've been in here 5.
It's some niggas. Hey,
she been in the 20.
It's some niggas.
Up,
listen, I think
it's always blocked.
It's some niggas. Listen to what I'm saying.
Doing way better.
It's some niggas that we look up to. That been in for 20 plus that ain't doing them numbers.
But the reason why they not doing them numbers, and I'm not even going to say so.
I'm being real.
They ain't in beast mode.
No, I'm not even going to say beast mode. What I'm going to say is arrogance, get in the way, thinking you better than somebody else.
Yeah.
I can't even.
Not really giving up an opportunity.
But I can't say that though.
When you do that, that will shut a lot of doors.
I'm going to tell you why I say I can't say that though. I'm going to tell you why I can't say that, disrespectfully. Mm-hmm. Again, that's knocking shorty. Bro, and mind you, I'm being 100% with you. I don't even know her like that. I don't know her real name. I don't know her number. I'm being real. I'm being real with you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it 100. We can say that's true, but two things can coexist. You know what I'm saying? Two things can coexist. But also, is she something? Bro,
she got it.
I'm gonna be real.
Some people got it.
Some people got it, bro.
I'm
gonna be real, and that's hard to find.
I ain't not gonna.
But I was commenting to not with what she has, because I've met her personally. She's great. I've reached out to her before for different like questions and things like that, how I should move in my career. So she was very helpful. She was very humble, and she's always willing to help.
Different.
So I will say that. But when you say 20 years, people that been in it for so long and they not doing what she doing, not just saying just the hustle.
Oh right,
but it's the attitude, it's the arrogance, it's about what you giving back and what you're doing. She's humble.
Yeah.
She's very humble. Yeah. And if you ask her for something, she don't give a fuck what you got going on. She will look out.
That's God putting a little bit on extra on
it. When you lead with love, and when you lead with being humble and know that this is your calling, and when you open up your mouth, you could demand a room and shit gonna happen. That's what happens. Some men want to speak from the truth. They got big dicks and they got little balls. Like that's what I'm saying.
No, for sure.
All the hustlers love it just to see one of us make it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to see you.
I can tell you for 100%, I wasn't trying to do that. I wasn't. Like, I don't. And even to this day. And there's some niggas that, it's funny, I talked to somebody, I did an interview. And I'm like, bro, you should do this podcast shit. He like, nah, bro, somebody got to give me and that's, but it come different people, different things, different strokes for different folks. Yeah. And this nigga killing, matter of fact, his name was Fly Guy DC.
Okay.
He was, he was the nigga that when the, if you watch, Young Thug interview with $1 Million Worth of Game, he the one that brought them niggas out. He's just a regular radio nigga. He's broke mad artist in Atlanta, right? Mm-hmm. He left the radio station. I'm like, you tripping. You the perfect nigga to do a podcast. He like, no, it gotta make sense. Nigga gotta drop a bag and it gotta make sense. Mm-hmm. I understand that. But it's other niggas like Shorty who gonna do that and clean up. Mm-hmm. I was on the other side like, I ain't really here to do all that. Like, I'm here to get this bag, and you feel me? Like, I ain't. So that ain't mean I wasn't humble. It's just that just wasn't my thing. You feel me? It just
Stay in your lane.
So where do you see where you going? Like what? Not see where, because I don't like to say where you see or where I think I'm going to be or what I'm going to do.
My shit gonna be some TV show shit.
What are you doing?
So I ain't gonna tell you my goal, to be honest, like all of this, and it might not look like it now. My goal is to be able to interview a homeless person on the street with no name and change their life. Like that's my goal. Like I want to be able to.
Applause for that.
Like no cap. I want to be.
Start walking down Martin Luther King.
Yeah, I did it before. Like I did 48 hours homeless here. You know what I'm saying? Like I did that. Raining. I was homeless for 48 hours. That's crazy. But my goal is to be able to interview somebody that nobody know, and like on some Oprah shit, change their life overnight. Like get them a house, a car. You feel me? Like that's my goal. So right now they might not look like it, but I'm just building an audience for me.
I respect. I can see that.
And I'm using. I understand the power of working together, right? So yeah, I can give people advice like, yo, do it without the publicity, right? Or popularity people, right? Popular people, and I can mean that. I'm taking another route because it's like I believe in my route. It's like, yo, but I understand what comes with that. It's a lot of bullshit that comes with it. You feel me? But I'm willing to risk that for the end goal. So I'm a work with a T.I. So some of his fans might like me. I'm gonna work with a DJ Drama. Some of his fans might like me.
My favorite interview, Booker 600.
Booker, I didn't even know who the fuck that was at that time.
730, one of my favorite songs.
And that shit,
my man Booker on there.
That shit was crazy.
Oh, yo, I had my man Booker.
That was God, bro.
Laid back, cool
that was God,
dude,
bro. That was God.
Booker, a real dude. But listen, man, I thank you for coming to the platform, man. I really appreciate what you do. And we right here. You gotta get that in the camera.
You already know, nigga.
Bro. Like, I'm trying to work, bro. I respect what you do. And there's one thing I want to say. I want to say a special shout out to Money Jake. Money Jake brought a tear out my eyes because what Money Jake said on that episode, Money Jake was just baby like, bro, he ain't had to do that. He was like, bro, it's one dude I want you to fuck with. I like what you doing. And he was like, RAWDOPE Podcast. He was like, oh, RAWDOPE, that's my man. But that just lets you know the nature of the city. We not all fucked up.
Facts.
See how that man got on the platform and
for sure. Because y'all got a real relationship though.
We got a real relationship.
You feel me? And if y'all didn't, you can't be blaming for not, because that's real though.
I love what he did.
But what I will say is, you know, it's crazy, bro. Like you introing me and shit. It's crazy to hear how people perceive me.
Yeah.
Like people saying like I'm one of the pioneers and shit. Yeah. Like that's like, and y'all gotta like, y'all don't have to, but like I would hope people can learn from this. Like I'm still like, it's still new to me to take on that position.
And pioneer.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so when I hear people, I'm still learning the position that I hold. Like I told like Cash, like a lot of Cash, I see she just started a podcast, and I was like, yo, I fuck with your podcast, and she was like, yo, Jay, you my inspiration. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
it's a lot to take time.
So y'all gotta understand, like, this is still new for me, because I'm like, where I'm at, I'm still an underdog. I'm still working my ass off. I'm still nothing. So when I come home and niggas is like, yo, Jay, you are,
because you mean a lot to the village. You come from the village of Baltimore.
But I just want niggas to understand.
With me, bro, we ain't nowhere, but I got 1,000 motherfuckers that look up, and that goes to show you, people just appreciate the village. You know, my uncles was dope fans. My father ended up, but our heroes is our heroes.
Facts,
wasn't my hero. Uncle that was my hero.
But if you ain't know that you the hero, you don't even know. It's like shit.
Right.
Like, so I'm just saying that it's like,
you gotta know.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's still new for me. Like, it might not seem like it. It might seem like Jay, this lit nigga, he out of there. But you gotta understand, like, for me, it's still like, damn, my people looking like they think that.
Well, just let people know at the end of the day, you're still human. You're still growing.
That's right.
You're grateful for it.
For sure.
Thank you for what it is. But at the end of the day, don't judge me for where I come from or where I'm at right now. It's where I'm going.
For sure.
Plain, point, simple. I am who I am. I stand in my truth and I keep it moving.
Nah, for sure.
That's it. And you don't owe nobody shit. Because at the end of the day, we're gonna make mistakes. It's all about growing. And the only way we can get to the next level is what? Learn from where we previously were.
That's a fact right there. Yeah.
And listen, man, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, man. No fuck shit, no fake shit, no foolishness. Anything you say can and will be used against you on the internet. RAWDOPE Podcast.
You goddamn right.
Yeah.